You want this fairly animated, right? I mean, it's not a business recitation.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Right.
while Perry is looking at me, I'm going to be looking at him down here.
Yeah.
And even looking down, like you're remembering a story or looking off like what somebody said. I mean, just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Perry, when you shifted a little bit, your tie kind of came back up.
I can get a shorter tie. I can tuck it under there a little bit if you want. We'll just do that. How's that? Better?
Still see a little bit of it.
That's all right.
I think it's all right. He can compensate for that. I think that's not going to be too bad. Okay, you got a mic level from him? Yep.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome.
Okay.
Tell me when to go.
Wait, he's got to roll first here, so.
Let's go for it.
Okay, you good?
Yep.
Okay, Donna, anytime you're ready, go ahead.
What made you want to get into the broadcasting business? No, I said that wrong. What made you want to get into the broadcast business?
So when my Little League playing days were over, I became the scorekeeper and public address announcer. And one of the things I did every night was to drop the baseball scores off at the local radio station on my way home. And to me, when I walked into this station that had turntables and microphones, it was the neatest thing I'd ever seen. And I was hooked at the age of 12. So it's the only business I've ever been in, and quite frankly, it's the only business I've ever wanted to be in.
Perry, your career has taken you around the country. How do you feel the experience in the various broadcast businesses?
You know what, I want to go back and redo that over again. Can we just start off again?
Sure.
Okay. So let's go back to the very first question. So this will be take two.
What made you want to get into the broadcast business?
So when my Little League baseball playing days were over, I became the scorekeeper and the public address announcer for the local Little League field. And one of my jobs was to drop off the scores of the games at the local radio station so they could read them on the news the next morning. And the first time I walked into this 5,000 watt AM daytime radio station, I thought I was in show business. The microphones and the turntables, and I was hooked at the age of 12. So as a consequence, it's the only business I've ever been in, and quite frankly, the only business I've ever wanted to be in.
Perry, your career has taken you around the country. How do you feel the experience in the various broadcast businesses help you run such a successful company?
Well, I've worked in Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Dallas. I've run stations in Bangor, Maine, and Oklahoma City. And Nexstar does business in markets from ranked 33 to 200. And I think at the end of the day, we have approached it that it's basically the same business, regardless of the market size. We're in business to produce local content, and we're in business to help local businesses grow. And that's the same whether you're in New York City or in Watertown, New York, or anywhere in between. And so I think we've brought that same focus to growing the business and focusing on what's important in the business at every stop along the way.
Nexstar operates a total of 72 network-affiliated television stations in 41 markets across the country, soon to be 91 stations in 48 markets. How did you grow the business?
Well, I tell people that I'm kind of an all-or-nothing individual, so for me it's been focusing on the business and growing the business at the expense of my golf game and sometimes time with family. I also tell people that to cultivate relationships with these owners that ultimately result in our acquiring their stations, I spend a lot of time and a lot of weekends in Holiday Inns and Hampton Inns in small towns around the country that most people have never heard of.
What do you feel are the most important aspects of the business?
Well, as I said earlier, I think that at our heart we're a local service business. You know, our reasons to exist are to produce local content that's important and relevant within our local communities and to help local businesses grow through partnerships with us. And we also distribute national content on a market-by-market basis. But at the end of the day, we're a local service business, and I think if we focus on local content and focus on local advertiser relationships and building their business, we're always going to be in business, and it's going to be a good business to be in.
What do you feel it is about your personality that has made you so successful?
Well, I think it's a passion for this business. It's a belief in this business at its fundamental core. I've been told by a number of folks that I'm a perfectionist, and I think that can be both a positive and a negative trait, but all of that, I think, has helped us to focus on what's important and continue to grow.
You have a corporate core of people that are your right arm. Are your people your biggest commodity?
Absolutely. In any business, I think people are the most important asset. I tell people my job is to find and negotiate good deals, hire better operators than I was an operator, and then get out of the way and let them do what they do best.
You are given a lot of credit with the groundwork you set on retransmission revenue for the industry. Is that a legacy moment for you in this company?
I think it is. In 2005, we were really the only one that was willing to take our stations off the air for an extended period of time, and I'm talking 11 months, to negotiate for, I'm going to go back and do that one again. We can cut that? Go back? Okay. Why don't you ask that question one more time?
You are given a lot of credit with the groundwork you set on retransmission revenue for the industry. Is that a legacy moment for you in this company?
I definitely think it's a legacy moment for Nexstar and probably for the industry when you see how the distribution revenue stream has grown. In 2005, it was a risky and scary move to take your TV stations off of cable for the fact that we weren't being paid. And we were off cable for 11 months, and we were a much smaller company then than we are now. And our board was very supportive. They said, just be sure that you're right. And at the end of the day, we were, and distribution revenue is what it is, and obviously will become what it will become, which is a very important revenue stream, some would say lifeline to the local broadcast model.
What are you most proud of in your career?
I think I'm most proud of the fact that we started this company 17 years ago with one TV station, and we have grown to a company now with an enterprise value of north of $2.5 billion. But more importantly, it's a place where over 4,000 people every day earn their living from Nexstar and provide for their families, put food on their table, and I think providing that enterprise and creating that opportunity for employment for people is what I'm really most proud of.
What advice would you offer to the young people today about our industry and about achieving success to the level that you have?
Well, I think you have to chase your dreams, you have to follow your dreams, you have to decide what's important to you and then go for it. If you fail, you can always have a plan B, but I think if you never try, you'll never know what could have been. I think you have to have passion, and I think you have to go to work every day trying to find a way to make your job and what you do fun. And I think if you do all of that, not only will you enjoy the destination, We'll start that one again. Okay.
It was good, though.
Yeah, it was.
It was good right up until the minute that it wasn't.
Sorry.
It's kind of like my golf game.
Want me to read the question again?
Please, yeah.
What advice would you offer to the young people today about our industry and about achieving success to the level that you have?
Well, first and foremost, I would say follow your dreams. Decide what's important to you, and then really just go for it. You should not be afraid to fail, and you should always have a plan B if you do. But if you never try, you'll always wonder what might have been. I think that you have to have a passion for what you do, and I think you should go to work every day trying to make your job fun and find a way to make it entertaining. And not only then will you enjoy the ride and the journey, but you'll ultimately arrive at your destination.
Is that the end of the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to ask him the question again about his people, and at this point, I just want you to answer. A while ago you said absolutely, and then you answered. So just start with the
Okay,
answer.
let me see my cheat sheet, if you would, because there were some other notes on there that I... Where's the question on people?
Fifth one down, I believe, or sixth.
People, okay, so I didn't make any notes there, so. Okay. How's the rest of this? Does it need more animation? Do you need more stuff, or do you think they're going to have enough?
No, I think you're doing fine.
Okay,
Are you ready?
sure.
You have a corporate core of people that are your right arm. Are your people your biggest commodity?
Absolutely. I believe that people are, in any business, the most important element of making it successful. We have a core group of people in our company that not only are the leadership group,
let's start over.
1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 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 Good.
Good.
I want the question posed as to the standpoint of, Perry, tell me about your people.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go for that, because we're still getting into it's a question that he has to answer to the affirmative. And I think that I don't see how she's gonna do that. So basically, let's reword it, same kind of thing, but at the end, so Perry, tell me about your people.
So I can still say you have a corporate core of people that are your right arm.
Yeah, Perry, tell me about
Tell
those
me
people.
about
Exactly.
those people. Perry, you have a corporate core of people that are your right arm. Tell me about those people.
Well, I think that people are our most important asset in our company or in any company. And when I look at the leadership team of Nexstar, it's a group of bright individuals, passionate, very smart, willing to be dedicated and do what it takes to get the job done. They're tough negotiators and share the vision and common goal. They're very loyal as well. And I believe at the end of the day, my job is to find and negotiate good deals for the company, then find good people to run those TV stations, better operators than I was an operator, and give them the playbook and then get out of the way and let them do what they do best, which is serve the local marketplace on a day in, day out basis. And I think if we do that, we will always be successful. The worst thing we can do is try and run the company by remote control across 51 markets from an office building in Dallas, Texas. So the tastes of every market that we serve are different, the opportunities in every market we serve are different, and the people we hire to run the TV stations and web businesses in these individual markets need to fit the marketplace, and they need to be passionate about being there. Was that too technical, or did
no?
it?
I think continue to do this. I'm going to throw one on you hot here.
Okay.
Okay. Local is a big deal for us, and what I'd like to do is if you could just give your thoughts on why local is so, the word local and the idea and the passion of local is so important in this company, because I think in this video, I think we need to get something in there about local from you.
We believe at our heart this is a local service business, that we produce local content and we develop opportunities for local businesses to grow their business. Every transaction takes place in a local marketplace, whether you're making a purchase online or at the cash register in a store. And I think we need to never lose sight of that. A big conglomerate or a McDonald's has local franchises that ring the cash register in each individual market. And if we focus on the business at the local level and what the operator and the business owner needs to grow their business, I think that's how we will ultimately be. We'll do it again. Was it wondering a little too much? What do you want there?
No, you weren't wondering at all, and I have another thought that I'm just going to give you the line at the end.
Sure.
And I'll just get you to say it. So no, keep
Okay.
going where you're at.
We believe that the essence of our business is local, that every transaction happens in a local marketplace, whether you're making a purchase online at a computer in your home or your office, or you're actually at a cash register of a local business, that all transactions happen locally, and then therefore we have to focus on the business and its needs locally. And we need to make sure that our local content is relevant to the local market. So the business starts at local, at its core level, and I think if we keep our focus on the business at the most local of levels, then we'll ultimately be successful as a business.
Okay, now get real close up on him. The line is, Nexstar is about keeping it local.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want me to do that and then go on from there, or
No,
you just want that as a tagline?
I just want that as, and if you want to kind of be looking down and then look up at Donna, almost kind of a one of those kind of things, and then say it. So kind of a looking over, then looking up, and Nexstar is about keeping it local. Okay. Go roll.
Okay.
Okay. Did we get did that iris up just a hair? Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. So kind of looking down and kind of big grin and then say it, okay?
Yeah. Nexstar is about keeping it local.
All right, let's do that one more time.
Okay.
You did fine.
Do you want me to add anything to that? I mean, I could go on about that a little bit if you want me to.
I want you to give me the line.
And then take a breath.
And then take a breath. And in other words, give me the line and sit there like you're really, that is about who you are, count to 2, and then give me more.
Okay. Nexstar is about keeping it local. We use the words leverage localism on our annual report. We talk to our general managers and our news directors and our sales managers every day about local opportunities, and that's probably enough about that. I don't have a way to end that, so you can just.
Opportunities, yeah. Okay. All right. So guys, Perry, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to ask you to stand up,
Sure.
and then I'm just going to ask you to sit back. Let me get out of the way. Then I'm going to ask you just to sit back down again, and we're wide on him. Okay, and you're looking at Donna.
How was it so far? Is it? I mean,
I think it looks-
they got enough raw material?
Yeah, I think it
Is
looks
it
really good.
up tempo enough for an
Yeah,
awards dinner?
Yeah, you looked a little. You all right?
Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure because
No, here.
I got the room all day, so you know I'm just saying.
Yeah. So you're talking to me, and so we're talking about that golf game. So golf is unbelievably important to you, except we see a putter over here, and you got the room all day, and you can always shut the door.
Yeah.
Okay, did you get that nice big grin?
That
and
was
okay.
great. That was great. Man, golf makes you.
Well, look right above your head. I mean,
I
it's
know.
got. I won't tell you that the ball before that went in that water, but that's kind of how that happened.
Do you have one of those moments that you remember the old commercial where you see all you see is the creek, the ball go in the creek, the ball go in the creek, the ball go in the creek, clubs go in the creek?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I did throw a club once. I was playing up in Oklahoma City, and I hit a ball in the water, and the tee was on a peat dye course, so it was kind of one of those tees with the railroad ties around it. And I threw the club kind of down at the ground in disgust, and it did bounce into the water, and I never got it back. So I decided not to throw clubs after that. You know, if you don't play very often, it's hard to be mad when you don't play well.
Okay, get a club. Then I don't know anything else funny to say, but what I want you to do is to kind of give me another one of those grins, like and sound effects, like I was talking to you about shutting the door. Okay, so in other words, so Perry, you got golf clubs in here, and you could shut the door and be able to do what you want to do.
How was that? Better? You want more of a laugh, longer laugh?
Yeah, let's look down and look up, and then kind of a smile and a laugh.
Smile and laugh. You know, I'm not a very good actor.
No,
That's
you're
the
not.
other Perry in the family that does that. Does that kind of work? Got enough?
Yeah. Okay. So, State, don't move, guys. I want you to